Hi guys. I am doing another reading for the 1010 portal. I know you're probably surprised to see me again so soon. But interestingly enough, I told you guys that the energy was so wild last time. And I said expect the unexpected. And I said, what else did I say? I said something along the lines of I was waiting for something and not even sure what I was waiting on. Well, sure enough, today I'm just at the museum with my kids and I get a text from my boss that I got a random promotion that I should not have even been eligible for. I did not put in for. It literally came out of nowhere. I mean, I was eligible obviously, but not I should not have been able to get another promotion because I work for corporate and we have certain rules until next year because I got a double promotion just at the beginning of this year. So I wasn't even eligible for another one for at least a year. So this was super random because my numbers have been really high and stuff, even during slow season. And it happened. So I felt like the energy was so crazy and so ripe. If you guys, if anything like that happened to you this week after the reading, I want you to put it in the comments. And I'm just curious to see if it's happening for you too. So now you watched me shuffle while I was chatting, and look at what came out. One of the first cards out is the Magician. That is having all of the tools to call in whatever you need. And like I said, I didn't even know that I needed this. It wasn't even a thought in my head whatsoever. Just so wild. Because I was kind of in an energy of this for a little bit, kind of looking at the loss instead of the gains, which I remember also in the last reading, the big part of it was, where are they? There they are. The Two of Cups came out a lot in the last reading. And I've been sitting here looking at the three empty cups. And only reason being, I had surgery over the summer and was on a very long FMLA. Like I was only supposed to be out 4 weeks. I was out 10. So I was kind of in a whole different headspace, losing work for a long time and stuff like that. So I was busy in the poor me, like, oh God, like just because the healing was taking a while and everything. And then look, like it just came out of nowhere. Like I said, I'm kind of floored. I am so elevated today. And then we got boundaries, and that's been a big one too. The last few years have been all about boundaries, because when you don't set boundaries, you hurt you. And don't ever worry about setting boundaries, because the only people in your life who will have an issue with it are the ones who are going to break the boundaries. If you set normal healthy boundaries, nobody should get upset with that because they weren't crossing them anyway. And then there's my twin flame card, the Six of Cups. That may be another thing that is on its way. Remember, I said there could be two things. We got that Two of Pentacles, which could mean a lot of things in the last reading. Two people, two decisions, two different things coming at you. So maybe some of you have gotten a major part of your life in order, let's say home life or business life or love life or friends or whatever. And now maybe something else real big is coming in. Like I said, this is a big attachment when I see this card, because this is a card of a lot of nostalgia too. It's about remembering the past. It's about deeper than just this past, what's happening here in this realm. It's about past life connections. And look at this. We got a lot that actually fell out. And you know what? Maybe today is not a multiple deck day. Maybe it's a story in here. Why did these come out together? Oh, look at the, yep, see, look at the, okay. Let's talk about these. We've got the only one who is ever getting in your way is you. It's what's in your head. I was in my own head too. The poor me, and look, the universe had bigger plans. This is the Zero card in the Major Arcana. It's all about new beginnings, taking the leap of faith, rushing ahead, fools in love. There's so many meanings, because there's so many ways you can start over and just take the little bit that's super important and head on your way. And everything else you will figure out as you go along, because that's what the first card is. Card number one, I should say. We got Zero, which starts the Major Arcana with that leap of faith. And then you've got the recognition that you've got all the tools to get there. And then what happens? Look, we've got more Major Arcanas here, and we also have a lot more Pentacles, which is not just money, but it's also about stability and We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is independence in that stability, having that garden grow, having everybody looking at you and admiring and saying, wow, how did she, end up there? Look at like all the abundance in the garden. And then the Ten of Pentacles is getting that extra special big wish. That one more pentacle brings you to the 10, which is that happiness with another person. So if you're looking to invest into a bigger relationship, this might be the time for you, because the Ten of Pentacles is about building a legacy with somebody, building something much more than you could even grow on your own. It's that power couple almost that develops that. And then look what's here is the Sun. The Sun is, they consider it the happiest card in the deck, but when I see it, it's more a matter of knowing that the Sun nourishes and grows everything. So all of the work that you've been putting in, all of the time and effort that you've spent growing your garden, now the universe, because this is a major arcana card, has stepped in and is giving you even that extra added abundance. You have that much more happening right now. Yep, see, look at this. You got that Two of Pentacles again. What was I just talking about before? Because there's even more coming. You're juggling a lot right now, so you're wondering, how can I even keep this going? Because I may drop one of those balls at some point because it's just too much. But no, it's not, because you come in with Emperor energy. You can handle all of this. The Emperor embodies all four kings in the deck, right? So it's kind of like it's the counterpart to the Empress. So whichever way you resonate, it's going to mean the same kind of energy. It's going to be that very powerful money making, abundance, stability, comfort, all of that kind of stuff all wrapped up into one. Because look at what's upside down. And generally I don't read reversals except if I'm really called to. And this one is that Ten of Swords. You had every knife in your back. You hit that rock bottom. You rose out of it. So you're done with this energy. You're ready for the new beginnings. That's why you have that 0 and the 1 card, the Fool and the Magician. You are very ready for new, abundant, good energy to come in. And with what's coming in here, it could be your choice of any of several things. It could be abundance with money. It could be abundance in love and something even bigger than love. This is a deep, deep, deep connection that could be coming toward you. Maybe somebody you've met yet, maybe somebody you haven't. Let's see, we have a few more minutes. We do. I have to leave in a little bit, so I can't go too far into this, but look at this. Yes, you have a quick energy coming in, which is going to give you, it shows so much victory. That, the Six of Wands is when you are able to be up on your high horse and bragging about everything you've accomplished because you've put the work in. So it's okay to feel accomplished. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? There's a difference between obnoxious and accomplished. You're accomplished right now, and that's, everybody else sees it, you see it, you just have to be a little bit more in the habit of getting out of your head and getting out of this space. And I'm guilty of it too. I just admitted to you that I do it myself. It's hard sometimes when life throws some stuff at you back to back to back. It's a little hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And then real quickly, this is one of the fastest moving energies in the deck. A lot of change comes, a lot of change happens. Look, we got the Two of Cups again. I'm telling you, whether it's love that comes in, whether it's that equal counterpart that the Two of Cups represents, or it's something else that's just a really good fit for you, this is your time. This, October seems to be super abundant. Like I said, a lot of unexpected energies. Yes, lessons, things you have to learn, things you're trying to learn, people who have figured things out and are just, that's the energy of learning, growing. The pages are they explore, they want to know more, they want to know everything, and they go off in that direction to accomplish just that. Yep. And when you figure out what's yours, that's where you stake your claim. This is a very protective energy. I feel like we got a lot of these in the last reading, which is almost tying me back to it, because a lot of times I start with this deck in readings. So, or I use it almost in every reading. Look at this. And they came out as a pair. There's your Magician again. You have every tool that you need right now. Even if you don't think so, if you don't see it, you are... there's no challenge. that you can't handle, because the universe is on your side right now. That's the card of fate and destiny, and the wheel is spinning and turning, and it's turning in your favor right now in every way. Yeah, look at this, King of Wands. Passion, excitement, a lot of new spark that has matured into a really big energy. Big stuff is coming. Look, you've been losing a lot of sleep over this. It's a lot of losing that the the peace at night, where you're just and when is it going to change, and what's going to happen, and why do I feel this, and why do I feel, because you've planted seeds a long time ago, and now it's time to see the benefits. Those seeds you planted way back when, whether it was a day ago, a month ago, time is not what's important here. It could have been years ago. The seeds that were planted have now grown, and they grew big, and it's abundant, and it's beautiful, and it's exciting, and it's ready to step into the next level. Let's see what's up. It's the same card. You are in such, even if you don't feel it, I think that's the thing. I think some of you don't even know that you are glowing and you are radiant, and other people are, even if you feel like, oh my God, even if you feel that you're not in this victorious energy, like you're a role model, maybe. I don't know if that's the right word, but other people are looking up to you and saying, wow, how'd she do it? What's the secret? How'd she get there? And that's the thing. There really is no secret. It's, you hit the rock bottom, and we saw it before too. Where was it? I think was it at the top of this one? There it is. And it was in the reverse, remember? You hit, and it's in reverse in this deck too. Look, I can't even make it up. I mean, I turned it upside down before this one, but in this deck it's reversed also, because you hit that rock bottom, and you're no longer in that energy. You turned it upside down. You've stepped like forward into this now, and you are peaking again, whether you see it or you don't. And plenty of people are noticing. You're just so busy doing your thing that you don't even notice that people are noticing. But it's here, and you should relish in it, because the universe is also helping it along and making it come in that much better, faster, more perfectly aligned with what you need, what you want, what you're doing. This is a big time, so use the energy wisely. I'm sorry we had to cut it short, but I am being a little bit better about doing it more often, at least when I can. But right now the energy is so wild that I absolutely had to. I just noticed I colored my hair today, so it might look a little whatever. Yeah, so use October well, because it's you have so many good things coming. I'll see you soon. Bye.